The powerful film industry in the United States has revitalized another world-class magical masterpiece. Just 3 hours after its release, the drama sparked a frenzy of movie watching in over 150 countries worldwide. Its grand worldview and rich storyline are no less than power games, and there is also the addition of popular male god Henry Cavill, which is definitely the most unmissable work of this summer. The story originated in a mysterious small town where a businessman brought his family to complain, but the place was lifeless and empty. The merchant wanted to wake up the other person's house, but suddenly a scream came from behind, and then his mother was dragged away by something. My wife seems to have seen something and is very scared. The merchant had not yet figured out the situation, but unexpectedly was dragged away in an instant. However, the merchant was quickly thrown down again and had already turned into a bloody corpse. My wife was so scared that she kept retreating, but unfortunately, in the end, she still couldn't escape her misfortune. Not long after, White Wolf and Princess Shirley also came to this small town. Due to a rare blizzard, they wanted to find a hotel to rest for the night. However, in the vast town, only one household was lit, so they had to walk in. Unexpectedly, as soon as I entered the front yard, the doors and windows of the house began to shake violently, and then the door behind me also closed. At this moment, a fierce beast suddenly rushed up and quickly threw the White Wolf to the ground. The White Wolf flipped over and rode him underneath. Go out never. Originally, this person was a former friend of White Wolf. He was cursed by the evil priestess and became a monster with a pig head and human body. However, he not only possessed the ability to live forever, but also learned omnipotent magic. Whatever he wanted, he could immediately transform into something. In order to warm up Shirley's body as soon as possible, he also thoughtfully transformed a bathtub for him. Shirley excitedly immersed himself in the bathtub, but he always felt like the house was rolling around. Sure enough, on the ceiling, there was a pair of eyes staring at him intently. At night, Shirley was sleeping when a woman suddenly crawled in from the ceiling. Her movements were very strange, looking like a wild cat, clearly not a normal human. Women are completely unaffected by gravity and can crawl freely on walls. Even when they reach the ground, they still crawl forward on all fours, which can be imagined as a monster. But the woman had no ill intentions towards Shirley, she was just very curious about him. It turned out that this woman was a vampire witch and also the girlfriend of the pig demon. Because White Wolf is a famous demon hunter, he was temporarily hidden away. After speaking, the witch took his hand and kissed him, and Shirley immediately fell asleep. At night, the White Wolf patrolled the yard and found several dead bodies, with footprints left on the ground, but the footprints quickly disappeared. The White Wolf realized that there were monsters lurking in the town, and it was also a flying monster. So he immediately drank the magic potion and put himself into a state of frenzy. What going on? Gerald's move. This woman is lying on top of a wild boar, greedily sucking on his blood. Looking up, she turns out to be a vampire witch. The White Wolf immediately rushed forward, and the female demon opened her bloody mouth, spewing out a strong airflow and forcefully nailing the White Wolf to the wall. But the female demon quickly hid again, and the White Wolf searched for his whereabouts everywhere. Unexpectedly, the female demon suddenly launched a surprise attack and opened her bloodthirsty jaws, desperately tearing and biting. The White Wolf erupted into a shockwave from both fingers, quickly shockwaved the female demon away. The female demon was fractured in multiple places, but he immediately got up with a strange posture, then helped his head back to its correct position, and once again unleashed the mischievous laughter divine skill. The White Wolf wielded his sword and slashed fiercely, but was quickly dodged by the agile body movements of the female demon. Immediately, the female demon spewed out a strong airflow, but unfortunately, the White Wolf was prepared this time. Immediately after, the White Wolf regained its strength and delivered a beautiful strike. The female demon was once again shaken and flew out by the White Wolf. Unexpectedly, the female demon transformed into a bat form and quickly spread its wings into the air. The White Wolf, lacking in air combat ability, was also put in a passive position for a while. You used the advantage of flying to launch a fierce attack on the White Wolf, but unfortunately, the White Wolf's sword was so skillful that you couldn't gain any advantage. So he immediately flew into the air again, waiting for an opportunity to launch another surprise attack on the White Wolf. But the wise White Wolf had already seen through everything, and the female demon had transformed back into a human form, but it was completely naked. Shirue kindly covered him with clothes, but unexpectedly, the female demon suddenly caught him and said she wanted to tear his throat. Just as he opened his bloody mouth, a spear suddenly pierced through his chest, but unexpectedly, it was the pig demon who killed him. I am sorry. The female demon turned into ashes in the flames, and the pig demon also cried her intestines short. However, her body began to change and quickly transformed back into human form. The curse on her body has disappeared, because true love is the antidote to breaking the curse. Immediately, the pig demon revealed the truth behind it. It turned out that she and the female demon were genuinely in love. In order to prevent her from harming humans, she also regularly took the initiative to suck blood for the female demon. However, the female demon's nature was difficult to eliminate, and he almost ate up all the people in the small town. Seeing him taking control of Shirley, she finally made up her mind to annihilate her family with righteousness. But the female demon was dead, and the pig demon didn't want to live either. He begged the white wolf to give him a good knife, but the white wolf left without looking back and pretended to be a do-it-yourself. The monster in front of us is called the Spirit Emperor Dwarf Demon, which is one of the most dangerous monsters among demon hunters. With numerous tentacles, it is extremely difficult to deal with, and even if he stabs a little bit, he will tragically die in the underworld. In order to find a safe place for Siri, White Wolf took him to the demon hunting camp. Seeing the White Wolf return, everyone was very excited and immediately took out fine wine to clean him up. At this moment, his friend Iskall also returned to the camp. He had just fought against the low-waisted forest for 6 hours, and although he had cut off one of his arms, unfortunately, he managed to escape in the end. It was supposed to be a good thing, but Iskall suddenly changed his temperament and had a very rude attitude towards Shirley, almost getting into a fight with the White Wolf. At this moment, a strong vibration suddenly came from the hall. The White Wolf knew that there must be a demon invading the base camp, so he drew his sword and began searching around the camp. Unexpectedly, 2 tentacles suddenly flew from both sides. The White Wolf's hand started and fell, easily cutting off, but more tentacles surged around, launching a dense attack on the White Wolf. Although White Wolf's swordsmanship was exceptional, he had too many tentacles and was eventually entangled by a monster. The monster then dragged him onto a pillar and tightly entangled his hands and feet. At this moment, the monster also revealed its true form, turning out to be a tree demon with countless tentacles. The White Wolf quickly burned his tentacles with a torch and released him in pain. The White Wolf then used the torch to repel the monster, and upon closer inspection, he realized that it was actually his good brother Iskall. Originally, while fighting against the forest dwarf demon, Iskall was injured and infected, and mutated into a tree demon. Iskall has completely lost his favor and immediately launched a crazy attack on the White Wolf. Although the White Wolf was controlled by the tree demon, he still tried to awaken the humanity of his good brothers. Unfortunately, everything is irreparable. The tree demon even stabbed the White Wolf with its tentacles. Just as the tree demon was about to hit the assassin in pain, an axe hit the tree demon's chest. It turned out that the master had rushed over. The tree demon felt that the situation was not good and was ready to climb the wall to escape. The White Wolf immediately created an energy shield to block the door, but was unexpectedly whipped away by the tree demon. The master then swung the soul-seizing Peepa hook, quickly locking the tree demon's movement. Immediately, the master and disciple worked together to trap the tree demon to death with chains. However, the tree demon had numerous tentacles and quickly knocked the master away, wrapping him up in the air. Seeing that his master was on the brink of death, the White Wolf had to transform into a flame knife butcher, piercing the heart of the tree demon with one sword, and losing the life of another brother. The master and apprentice were deeply saddened in their hearts. In order to find the culprit behind them, White Wolf and Shirley came to the forest. Unexpectedly, the low-waisted forest had been waiting for a long time and quickly launched a fierce attack on them. The White Wolf was about to use a fire knife to eliminate it, but was stunned by the scene before him, because another multi-legged monster appeared and quickly split the tree demon in half from behind. To avoid missing out on more exciting movies, please click subscribe. Appeared and quickly split the tree demon in half from behind. This monster is called CNMO, with a body like a centipede and a head somewhat like a praying mantis. CNMO immediately rushed forward, and the White Wolf resisted desperately. However, he was clearly not a match for CNMO. In less than a turn, the White Wolf was knocked out, but CNMO seemed to like you more and immediately rushed towards Shiri. Although Shirui tried his best to escape, he was quickly blocked by Shenmo. However, Shenmo was not in a hurry to eat it, and instead wanted to tease him. Just as he was relaxing his guard, the White Wolf suddenly appeared from behind, stabbed him directly into his body, and quickly cut him into 70-80-90 pieces. Why do monsters only chase and not kill Shirley? Because Shirui's body is filled with ancient blood, containing an incredibly powerful chaotic power. This monster is called Chernberg and is a hybrid of humans and dragons. It is not only covered with thick obsidian artifacts, but also has extremely strong flying ability. Although this monster is very difficult to deal with, the White Wolf will definitely not easily let it go. The White Wolf carefully probed the water and indeed led the monster out. The monster immediately launched an attack on the white wolf. The monster pounced on Shirley again, but fortunately the girl dodged in time, but White Wolf's BMW suffered. The monster left 3 deep scratches on BMW and quickly stopped breathing. This batch of BMW is an old buddy of White Wolf, who once accompanied him in battles across the country. In order to alleviate his pain, the White Wolf sadly cut through his throat with a knife. At this moment, the monster was still hovering in the sky, and the White Wolf was also prepared to kill him. He drank the potion, released his power, and put himself into a state of reinforcement in advance. Meanwhile, Shirley stood on the rock as bait, because ancient blood was flowing inside him. The monster indeed rushed forward with great momentum. With the protection of the White Wolf, the monster would never have harmed Ciri at all. But based on ancient writings, there are not only monsters, but also many sorcerers with ulterior motives. Shirue was studying his background in ancient books when a mysterious man with scars on his face and his subordinates stormed in with great force. Shirue tried to resist, but the man immediately turned into a flame and trapped him inside. Fortunately, the White Wolf appeared in time and quickly extinguished the flames. Yennefer and Shirley quickly hid in the room, while the White Wolf began to fight them fiercely. Although the White Wolf beat them to pieces, they were too many and weightless to pull away for a while. The fireman took the opportunity to release a blazing flame and began to crazily burn Ciri's door. As the door was about to burn through, Yennefer began teaching Ciri magic spells. Because ancient blood contained powerful chaotic powers, Ciri quickly learned magic and successfully opened a portal. The two were teleported to another place in an instant. Although temporarily safe, Ciri wanted to return to the White Wolf as soon as possible because they had already been in love with a woman. They found 2 fast horses and began to whip them back, but Yennefer took him outside a city gate, always looking worried and seemingly hiding hidden secrets. Shirley grabbed his arm and instantly connected his spiritual world. It turned out that Yennefer had lost magic in battle, and Shirley's chaotic power was the key to his restoration of magic. Therefore, he made a deal with the demon and intentionally led him here. After learning the truth, Shirley was very disappointed and turned around, ready to go back and find the White Wolf. Yennefer tried to explain and retain him, but Shirley angrily refused him. "I don't trust you." Shirue became anxious and burst into chaos magic. A crack appeared on the ground and quickly spread forward. In the end, the energy even spread to the city wall, creating a huge crack on it. Such a big commotion indeed alarmed the soldiers in the city. The soldiers immediately rushed forward and easily caught Yennefer. Due to losing magic, they could only resist with wooden sticks. The critically ill-sure Kabai Wolf finally arrived in time, and he also brought a group of dwarf brothers. These brothers fought very well, and Xiao Yuan's soldiers were beaten to pieces by them. After the crisis was resolved, White Wolf asked Shirley to return to the hunter camp first because he wanted to kill another monster. "I have never seen such a eerie cabin in the forest before. He has no door, but can move freely and has a pair of slender long legs." Originally, the cabin was sealed with a powerful demon, but he had already gained the power to break through the seal. The demon transformed into a pile of sparks and quickly escaped the control of the cabin. But this demon has no substance and must parasitize within the bodies of other creatures, and the most perfect carrier is Shiri, who possesses ancient blood. When Ciri returned to the demon hunting camp, he had clearly become another person. He had been completely controlled by the demons. The demon inside Ciri was called the Immortal Mother, who had been defeated and subdued by the first generation of demon hunters. He also used the dagger in front of him to seal him in a small wooden house in the forest. And at this moment, his only goal is to seek revenge like the demon hunters who imprisoned him hundreds of years ago. He secretly approached the sleeping demon hunter and without hesitation wiped off his neck. Immediately, he found another demon hunter and unexpectedly confiscated his life, but this could not offset his anger, as his master was the demon hunter he hated the most. Just as he was about to kill him in pain, the White Wolf suddenly rushed back. The demon immediately put on the appearance of the White Lotus, but the White Wolf immediately exposed his lie. "Tell me what you want." Looking at the brothers who were brutally killed in front of him, the master was deeply saddened. He knew that the once obedient Shiri had become a demon who killed without blinking an eye. So he immediately drank the potion and entered a reinforced state, preparing to avenge the deceased brothers. But Shirue waited quietly by the withered tree in the hall, seemingly fully prepared. "Release her and you can have me."
That is enticing. What glorious pain we could create together.
There was no panic at all, and then he suddenly let out a loud roar and launched a malicious laughter divine skill at the withered tree. The withered tree began to tremble violently and was torn in half by his powerful force. Originally, he had known that there was a giant stone monument hidden in the withered tree. This type of monument is a relic of the intersection of heaven and earth, flowing down from the stones, which can open up a passage for different worlds to travel through. Immediately afterwards, Harry launched the lion roar technique again, causing the giant rock to shatter in an instant and launching an indiscriminate attack by controlling it. Although they blocked the attack with shields, Shirley turned the gravel around and caught them off guard from behind. But who would have thought that this was just Harry's little talent? The vortex behind him came roaring like ghosts and demons. It turned out that Harry had summoned even more terrifying power, which was definitely the most powerful technique among demon hunters. Not only did he possess ancient treasure blood and chaotic magic, but he could also open the door to the void and summon monsters from other worlds. Although all the brothers regarded it as a dead end, the lizard's attack was too fierce, and even with all their might, they could only barely cope. The master luckily stabbed a finger, but unfortunately was quickly thrown away by the lizard. Then, he rushed towards another brother and bit him severely in minutes. Seeing that the brothers had already died and injured countless times, White Wolf refused to take action against Shirley for a long time. The master had to angrily wave his butcher's knife, but the White Wolf blocked his attack, and he still held a glimmer of hope for Shirley. At this moment, Harry is being controlled by demons in the hallucinatory world, where his country of death and parents are all alive. The demon attempted to create this perfect world, completely losing Shirley's spirit inside. At this moment, the demon intensified and summoned a more powerful monster. The monster fiercely charged towards the White Wolf, with a huge impact force pushing him out of the door. The White Wolf crazily attacked the monster, but could not cause any damage to it, and was also fiercely rubbed by the monster on the ground. Immediately after, the monster opened its bloodthirsty mouth and sprayed highly corrosive saliva on the White Wolf, pushing him towards a dead end. The White Wolf shot a fireball and quickly repelled the monster. Then, he took the opportunity to stab the monster's throat with a knife. However, the demon was unwilling to accept the failure and began to recite evil spells. The master stabbed him with a knife, but his wound quickly healed. At this moment, Shirley in the illusion finally woke up and began to try to break free from the illusion. The power of demons is too strong, and they quickly regain control of their bodies because demons need a carrier to survive in this world. Yennefer wanted to atone for his mistake, so he smashed the potion in his hand and cut his wrist with broken glass, hoping to replace Shiri as the carrier of the demon. The demon immediately panicked upon seeing this, but unfortunately he had lost control over Shirley. The demon had to transform into a cluster of sparks and transfer from Shirley's body to Yennefer's body. Finally, Harry returned to normal, and Yen's Law will become a new carrier for demons. The White Wolf believed that since Ciri could summon monsters from the giant stone monument, he could also teleport the demons back. Although Ciri had never done this before, it was the only way at present. Unexpectedly, he opened a teleportation store and Nifa was about to be sucked in. The White Wolf wanted to hold on to him, but the three of them were sucked into a different world together. After entering the E-world, the demon transformed into Mars and quickly escaped from Yennefer's body. He seems to have found a better carrier. At this moment, a pair of cavalry appeared ahead, and Mars immediately flew towards the cavalry team. Finally, it attached itself to a horse and quickly transformed into a Black Knight.
Child of the Elder Blood, starry-eyed daughter of chaos.
Join our army. Your place is among us. Originally, this powerful undead mother was just an ordinary member of the Fury, but fortunately, Shirley timely activated the chaos magic and quickly brought them back to reality from another world. The story of the second season of Monster Hunter is coming to an end here, but Shirley's identity has been exposed, and all forces are eyeing his chaotic power. In addition, such a fierce and powerful enemy has emerged. It can be imagined that there will be even more exciting plots in the future, so let's wait and see. Let's see each other in the next issue.